And well done to whoever the eagle eye was in and around politics today, because they found one heck of a big detail that you didn't hear about in the federal budget last night, which is every government decides to put a little item in there, which is decisions taken not yet announced. There's $9 billion worth of them that have already been decided. They are written, they are somewhere, they are in the drawer, presumably between now and the next budget. Should there be an election between now and the next budget, there's $9 billion worth of decisions that have already been made. So plenty of new ideas to come between now and the next budget at least, or the next election maybe. And for a long time I've been telling you that the sole purpose of the Queensland government seems to be trying to take seats off the federal government at the upcoming election. Well, the Palaszczuk government is phenomenally good at politics. They're terrible at actually running a government. See earlier comments about the way that they've tried to change the police force and weakened it in the process for media appearances. Well, they, of course, have done all they can to try and bitch and moan daily about the Morrison government. Often gets pretty good coverage in the Queensland news and often makes the 6 p.m. news. So whether this works or not, we'll wait and see. There's an election, of course, either towards the end of this year or, as the Prime Minister was suggesting today, definitely next year. But the moaning has gone on everything from the vaccine rollout, despite the fact that it's the state government largely in charge of it. It was the federal government's responsibility. There was moaning before the budget that the decisions of the Morrison government to keep the national border closed, which of course has kept us largely COVID-free, would of course ruin the Queensland economy. Not that they had not made predictions, that being the Queensland government, of a higher than national average unemployment rate until June of this year. So they're just trying to blame the feds for everything, right? Well, guess what happened today? They finally admitted what I have been accusing them of for months. The Queensland Treasurer, Dick by name and nature, has decided to say the best thing Queenslanders can do to get a better result out of future federal budgets is to make LNP seats marginal. Code, don't vote Liberal. Now, I get it. Team red, team blue. But when it's all politics all the time, this trick won't work. But at least they've finally admitted that that's their game.
Canberra's code word for Queensland, Neil, is rip-off. That's what we saw in the budget last night.
Why is it a rip-off? Why? I don't understand this. Why we're getting... Well, they've got $5.8 billion for us for the Olympics. We wanted that.
Well, where's that in the budget, Neil?
It's been set aside.
Well, no, it hasn't, Neil. This is a slap in the face, Neil. Slap in the face for every Queenslander who has supported the Morrison LNP government.
He's got $400 million for the Inland Bruce Highway and $178 for this interchange and that exchange and this, that and the other. So you're saying that they've ripped us off now and they're only going to give us $800?
That's right.
Of course, it is in the federal budget papers that the support for, among other things, the Queensland Olympic bid for 2032. I repeat, you have been warned. We've belled the cat. You can now hear it in your sleep.